So I had to stop it there. I don't know if you saw my face when I heard that little bit of Fluttertongue come in there. I couldn't help it. So, hi folks, it is time for another Flutifull reaction from me. So my name is Claire, I'm a flute player from Hull in East Yorkshire in the UK, and if you're not familiar with my channel, then you are welcome to check out the various covers and blogs and all other types of Flutifull content for you to enjoy. Now, today's reaction has been suggested by Bill. Thank you very much, Bill. If you've got something you'd like me to react to, then do check out the pinned message in the comments below, because I've got quite a few wonderful things on the list and I'd love to have your suggestion as well. Now, today's track is by a band called Renaissance, another band I'm not familiar with at all. They are an English progressive rock band, best known for their 1978 UK top 10 hit Northern Lights. Their sound combines a female lead vocal with a fusion of classical, folk and rock and jazz influences, and characteristic elements of their sound are Annie Haslam's wide vocal range and prominent piano accompaniments, orchestral arrangements and vocal harmonies. So sounds like there is plenty going on for us to enjoy, folks. Flutifull fact for you, this song is taken from the album Symphony of Light, released in 2013, and the flute player on this track is none other than the wonderful Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull. And of course, I've covered a few Jethro Tull tracks, and you will find me reacting to a Tull track on my reaction channel, my reaction videos as well. So, a little bit more information about this. Annie Haslam had performed with Ian Anderson in the past, singing the Renaissance hit Northern Lights at a stop on Anderson's Rubbing Elbows tour in Scotland. When she asked the Jethro Tull frontman to play on this song, he graciously accepted. Jason Hart of Renaissance had arranged the flute part, which Anderson used as a guide when he played his distinctive flutter technique. So, of course, Ian Anderson would make it his own, and I am so excited to see what he's done with it. Now, I couldn't find a live version of this track, so this is the official music video that we're watching today. So here we go.
There is a plan to call all true men to make a stand. Now's the time, now is the time. Shine the light upon the streets we live and breathe. Change is near, and we'll all control. High-flying soothsayers lay greed to rest. So where we go from here is the quest.
So I had to stop it there. I don't know if you saw my face when I heard that little bit of Fluttertongue come in there. I couldn't help it. So, gorgeous track, very kind of folk influenced. I think her voice is really interesting, actually. She's got lots of different tones in there. And yeah, interesting to hear how the flute kind of fits in with that. The first little bit of flute we heard was kind of just adding an upper harmony. And then I just loved that moment there where everything just stopped and we got that flutter, because was totally not expecting that, and it was such an Ian Anderson kind of sound. Wonderful kind of breathy sound. In the lyrics, she'd been talking about flying, and I thought it really, really complemented that, and was just a real surprise to have that different texture in there. So I thought that worked really, really well. So let's keep listening, see if there's any more flute.
The days and nights our gypsy friends foretold our lives, all freedom smiles, walking proud, holding fast to strangers' hands. Can you hear? We are this world we live in. We stand with hope in our eyes. The wars that travel through time will soon be wiped from our minds.
There we go. Wow. Honestly, I didn't want to stop that because I was really enjoying it, but I'm worried now that I'm going to forget everything that I'm kind of thinking. So let's go back to what happened really. So the second verse, we had a little bit more flute in there, didn't we? And the flute was really then echoing the voice, which I thought worked really well. I wasn't sure about the production sound when I was in that second verse because the flute's very prominent, not a lot of reverb in there. It's really kind of forward in the mix, and I thought, ooh, that's, even though I love the flute, I just felt it anyway. At that point, that's what I was thinking. Then we had the chorus where we had that the flute was used again, more of a folky kind of style. And then what I really loved was the third verse when we got that sudden stop, and we had the Fluttertongue. And I forgot to say before, it wasn't just the Fluttertongue; it was the rhythmic element of the flute. One of the things I love about what Ian Anderson does is he's able to use the flute as a rhythmic instrument, and that can be quite well, it's interesting. It's different, isn't it? We think of the flute having this beautiful melodic line, but it can be used so well in a melodic, in a rhythmic way. Sorry, and that's exactly what we got there. And I thought it worked so nicely with the Fluttertongue, very kind of tribal feel. So that we had that in the third verse, and then the flute. We had the two types of playing, didn't we? We had the tribal kind of Fluttertongue sound, very, very different sound to the melodic playing that he was doing, which was more like a second vocal part. And if I'm reading this right, I mean, the song is all about, connecting to the earth, isn't it? And I think the flute's really kind of tying that all together. It's kind of bringing us back to the earth at the end with this kind of grounding flutter-tonguing feel, and we're like the voice over the top. That's my reading of it anyway. And in the end, everything kind of comes together. I love the simplicity of the video with the being in nature, and then with the satellite dish behind. I think that's a really great juxtaposition, and really kind of sums up what the track is about. And I have to say, by the end, I was really enjoying the production sound with the flute, the upper flute kind of really far forwards, and the underneath with the Fluttertongue and the earthy rhythmic stuff set a little bit further back. And I think that's probably what was going on there. That to have the two flute parts like that, it was produced. That was the reason for the production, really. So it kind of made sense by the end of the track, which was great. So. Yeah, definitely nice to hear Ian Anderson playing on with a different band, and seeing how he can kind of adapt his style a little bit to fit with another sound, because essentially, this is not crazy Ian Anderson, is it? This is something that's been he's been invited to do, and I think you can still kind of hear his sound in there, but it fits very nicely with the track. So really exciting to hear that. Really nice to be introduced to a new band. Thank you very much, Bill. And let me know your thoughts down below. I definitely give that a Flutifull thumbs up, and I can't wait to share more new things with you again soon. So take care, stay safe, and stay Flutifull. See you later, folks. Thank you. Bye.